Geatrum. Vamos a ello. Geatrum. Vamos a ello.
Qué gorda. Me pondría yo.
Geatrum ses. Vamos a ello. Marubrodnuelks. Ejrit.
En fin. Bueno, pues como está caída, vamos, qué sé yo, a continuar la historia del Topper. Es la segunda que me pasa, que hago chisme de Digimon y al final acaba siendo cualquier otra cosa. ¿El mosquito? Yo creo que sí.
Taracrix. Yei.
Bueno, la que es...
Y Sandalfon. Nas.
Bueno, ese es andar con...
The deep space is right ahead.
Vergai 75126. Ey, ay, ay.
¿Mm? Hola, Bernie.
Geatrum. Vergai 75126 hola barra hello.
I remember, in my dreams, there's a red eye in the sky.
A red eye?
The eye stared at us. I was so scared, so I ran away with Spark. I followed Spark and ran. But then Spark disappeared.
Vergai
I was
75126.
all alone.
How is your evening?
Night fell and then... I don't remember what happened. All I remember is that it was dark and cold. Don't be afraid, Ruby. We're here with you.
You're back, Executor.
Es Geatrum.
Miss Lynn, how is
Buenas.
Ruby?
Lyra said that Ruby woke up from a nightmare, but before she did, she mumbled the name Innis.
Inners?
Innis was the name of the second city built by Memoria to house its increasing population. It's located northwest of Memoria and extends all the way from an underground cave to the bottom of the sea. But Ruby has never been to that underwater city. I don't know how she knew about it. Besides, Ruby is yet to be able to accurately debrief us on what she saw in her dream. She does not even remember ever mentioning the name Innis. I mean, she was just woken up and is not completely stable. I plan to let her rest for a few days. Let's go check on Rubilia first. She's in another lab, under Archon Larson's watch.
Lynn, are you going away again?
We'll be back soon. I promise.
Geatrum. Vergai 75126 it's going well, but in 50 minutes y llegó to sleep. Jaja, it's 2:14 de la madrugada here.
The doctor's brain activity remains at a low level. We've attempted to apply different amounts of weak electrical stimulation without success. Dr. Clive suggests that we transfer Dr. Rubilia to the listener testing ground for in-depth studies, but I feel that's...
We cannot treat Rubilia as one of them. We'll discuss this later. Tianlong, did you say Dr. Rubilia was found inside an abyssint?
More accurately, it's from inside the abyssint's brain. I'm not sure whether the abyssint evolved from Rubilia, or if she shared a kind of
Vergai
symbiotic relationship with
75126.
it.
Oh wow,
The Christomax
it's 7:15
implant
de la
caused
tarde
changes
here
in
in
her,
Texas.
which made common low-level gray space entities see her as one of them. However, we have no way of knowing if this also works on higher-level abyssins and what the end stage of this evolution would be.
Sadly, the doctor is unable to communicate with us. But judging by Ruby's dreams, and how she mentioned...
Ruby said she saw a glowing red eye in her dreams.
But Ruby has never been to the confounding abyss.
Maybe Ruby and Rubilia share a special bond that links their senses or consciousness.
I agree with Lynn. It also matches the data we found in the lab. The gray space entities share a hive consciousness. Rubilia and Ruby, and even that puppet singer.
Right, that makes sense. The message Rubilia left in the Abyss also clearly states that she's been But these are all hypotheses. We'll have to wait for Dr. Rubilia to regain her consciousness.
Everyone, everything that has happened today is on a need-to-know basis. We cannot reveal Dr. Rubilia and Ruby's identities. Lyra, you and Dr. Clive must find a way to wake Dr. Rubilia up ASAP. In the meantime, the facility must remain... And about Ruby.
Yes, sir.
As for Innis, we still don't know what Rubilia was trying to say. But if she has really become a part of Abysson's hive consciousness, then she holds much... I will have Innis's security level raised, even though there is currently no gray space entity activity.
Good. Hacerle sin... Bueno.
Is something bothering you, Shirley? Miss Lin has been filling me in on exactly what's going on with Dr. Rubilia these past few days. It looks like Miss Lyra and her colleagues might have found a way to rouse the doctor. Her neural activity is increasing every day. But we're all a bit worried about what form exactly our reunion will take when the good doctor wakes. These concerns have prompted Archon Larson to transfer the doctor to the Silver Coast Research Station. What do you think? Do you think Dr. Rubilia will be back to her old self? Or something other than human? I don't think the process has stripped Dr. Rubilia of her human capacity for reason and thinking. Her actions seem to have a clear purpose. Like how she sent a message to Lin using the puppet singer. Or how she made contact with Ruby in a dream to try to transmit a message to Memoria. And when she bravely ventured alone into the abyss, she also left us with invaluable visual records in her lab and along the way. I think she must have prepared for the possibility that those who might come after her, like us, would need guidance. She must know what she's doing. Think of the sacrifices she's made to understand these gray space entities, and how horrible it must be to keep at arm's length, treated as something potentially dangerous and inhuman. I can't help feeling that we have not done right by her. It's a tough situation, but when she made these decisions, she must have had an inkling of what might happen. I just hope everything she's done...
Executor, Miss Shirley, apologies for the intrusion.
What is it, Lyra?
I just picked up a message from the Silver Coast Research Station. Dr. Lin is already on her way there, and I wanted to ask you to come with me to help assess this.
Understood.
Nathan
5798431207542 Not any negativity. That's not me case closed. 5798431207542 Not any negativity. That's not me case closed.
Strange.
The doctor was only able to rouse herself briefly, which allowed for a short interaction with us. Then she returned to her isolation pod. She released some kind of black fog that has obscured all our attempts to observe what's going on inside the pod. Subsequent attempts at communication have met with no reply.
I see. And so what did she tell you?
She said that large numbers of gray space entities have been summoned by the Hive Mother and are heading for the deep ocean near Innis, where there are some things they are very interested in.
What's this Hive Mother? A gray space entity that's higher up the chain of command?
I'm afraid a definitive answer may require the Doctor's input. Our main concern right now lies in Innis. The Doctor has already warned us numerous times that the Second City is in extreme danger. That is, if we are to trust her words. Archon Larson has already put patrols near Innis on high alert, but recently we haven't received any reports of a gray space entity intrusion, which is perhaps even more disconcerting than if we had. It's possible the gray space entities have found a way to cloak their arrival via an as-yet undetected method. My next question would be, what exactly is attracting them to the area? Director Ava, did Rubilia say anything more detailed in regard to Innis?
No, and I'm afraid she did not appear to be in the best state of mind. She claimed to be suffering under the effects of the Hive Mother's will, and that she was not able to interact much at all with us as a result. Moreover, she soon disappeared back into the black fog I mentioned. Stasis chamber data anomaly. Miss Lin, the doctor's...
I can hear you.
Rubilia.
But the Hive Mother can hear you too.
Where is the Hive Mother?
In my head. Whatever I see, whatever I hear, she hears and sees. And I can't escape her, even in this pod.
She can sense your surroundings somehow? Using your eyes?
Any gray space entity can become the eyes and ears of the Hive Mother if she so chooses. Nor can I do anything to resist her will. I know that when she looks at me, she can see whatever I see. Right now, when the bulk of her attention is still focused on the Innis artifact under the sea, I can maybe conceal a little bit of what I'm thinking from her. But I'm not sure how long that will last.
What is this artifact under the sea that Innis possesses?
I don't know. I can't fully comprehend the will of the Hive Mother. All I know is she's calling me, and the call is getting stronger and stronger. She needs all of her millions of children to go and release her.
Release her?
The Hive Mother herself is currently imprisoned within a cage of black stone. But the power of the cage is gradually weakening. And when finally that cage is broken, the Hive Mother will re-emerge fully into our world.
A cage of black stone? Could it be deep under the sea at Innis?
I can't get any kind of accurate sense of the Hive Mother's current location. Perhaps there is a pocket of abnormal space, like the confounding abyss near Innis.
It's difficult to imagine what kind of person could have the power to cage the Hive Mother. But I suspect the Blackstone ruins left in the confounding abyss may be their handiwork as well.
I don't know much about that. I have no access to the minds of those powerful abyssins. But as for the inferior, younger gray space entities, they do not have the ancient memories of the Hive Mother, nor seek to continue her ancient grievances. I'm still trying to establish closer contact with them, and some kind of rapport. But I feel like the closer I get, the less human I become. I just don't know if I can. If I can.
Rubilia?
The stasis chamber's readout has returned to normal. Her consciousness is fading.
Listen carefully. She is keeping a close eye on me. I have to retreat back into the fog. She can use all my senses for her own purposes. Only the fog blocks her vision. Innis, you have to stop her.
If what the doctor just said is true, then I'm afraid the entire region may not be the friendly human habitat we imagined. I will inform Hycros headquarters of what has transpired here and request urgent reinforcements. We will...
It doesn't look like the doctor is capable of many conversations and...
Yes. We'll have to see whether we can minimize or cut off the Hive Mother's influence. It might help to stabilize her.
Yes, sir.
For the time being, Dr. Rubilia will have to remain confined within her pod. We can't risk...
Yes, sir.
As for inners, Lynn, can you organize a team...
Understood.
Time is against us. I suggest using...
And as for...
Don't worry, Miss Lynn.
Very well.
Bueno. Por aquí no voy. Chamo Rabay.
Geatrum. Verga y 75126 VEE. Geatrum. Chao barra VEE.
Geatrum. Chao barra diagonal ye. Geatrum. Chao barra diagonal ye.